Liam Malik was the kind of guy who always seemed to be trapped in someone else's story. With a bit of a stubbly beard, clothing that never really seemed to fit well, and a stomach that protruded slightly, he was a stark contrast to his best friend Nick. Nick had that chiseled jawline, a thick, wavy mane of hair, and the kind of confidence that came naturally to someone with dashing good looks. After another marathon session of Call of Duty with Nick, Liam decided it was time for a break. Shutting down his computer, he ambled outside, the early afternoon sun casting a warm glow around him as he headed toward his local vape shop. Inside, he was greeted by the familiar scent of flavored vapors swirling in the air. Approaching the cashier with a sense of purpose, Liam rambled on about his sister's rocket ship kept hidden in her dresser drawer. He described it in excruciating detail, his imaginative prowess taking flight as the clerk listened, half fascinated, half bemused by his tale. Liam, satisfied with his purchase, pocketed his vape and continued his walk. His feet took him to a children's playground, a place of noisy chaos filled with laughter and exuberant shouts. However, his presence there was short-lived. The distant wail of police sirens grew louder, and soon he found himself in the back of a patrol car, bundled off to jail. Apparently, Liam was not allowed near playgrounds, a consequence of a previous unfortunate misadventure. Staring at the jail's blank walls, it wasn't long until Nick arrived, calm and composed as ever, to bail Liam out. "What did you get up to this time, buddy?" Nick chuckled as they left the building. Hoping to salvage their day, they both decided candy was in order and made their way to a nearby candy store. Amongst the sweet selection of gummies and chocolates, Liam couldn't resist the lure of a particularly colorful lollipop. With an impulsive grin, he waltzed up to Nick and, seemingly out of nowhere, exclaimed, "Skibbity bop pork chop?" It was in equal parts a question and a declaration. The absurdity of it all left Nick in laughter, while the other patrons looked on in surprise. But, as luck would have it, their laughter was cut short by the arrival of the same officers from before. Taken aback, they found themselves arrested once again, the reason for which was arguably unclear and anticlimactic. And so, in a wild twist, the story cuts to a completely unrelated scene of a giant hamster gracefully skateboarding, a nonsensical yet oddly satisfying conclusion to an unexpectedly eventful day. It was just another peculiar day in the life of Liam Malik, a man whose ordinary appearance belied a knack for extraordinary, if not bizarre, adventures.